Hi, welcome once again to M5's English language learning program, Let's Speak English. I'm Gav Duncan and I'm here on your TV to help you learn English. Now, are you sitting comfortably? Yes? Good. And are you ready for today's lesson? Yes? Good. Okay, well let's learn English together. And good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the studio. How the devil are you all? How are you all feeling? Is everything all right? Is everything better than all right? Do you feel like $1 million? Good. And what about the weekend? I mean, here we all are, on a Monday, and I haven't asked you the most important question yet. So, let me remedy or fix that situation. Let me sort that problem out. Let me put things in order. So, what was your weekend like? Did you all have a good weekend? Was your weekend filled with joy and ha-ha-ha laughter? Did you go anywhere nice? Did you stay in and relax, sitting in front of the telly with your family or perhaps with the love of your life, watching good films, warm and snug on the sofa? Of course, it's also highly possible that you had a sport-filled weekend. Perhaps you went for a run, you know, up early in the morning, shorts or perhaps running tights. You know, those funny things that you can put on your legs. Now, traditionally, tights are for women. Tights are the item of clothing that lots of women wear on their legs, especially when the weather is cold. Men traditionally don't wear skirts. Scottish men traditionally wear kilts, which is a sort of skirt which comes down to below your knees, but well, that's just Scottish men. Traditionally, skirts are worn by women and trousers are worn by men. Okay, many years ago, men wore tights and women wore long dresses. Robin Hood and his band of merry men didn't wear jeans or shorts or tracksuit bottoms. They wore tights.
Shoot him, boys! I'm great and he's not!
Robin Hood and his band of merry morons.
Ready? Aim! Fire! Oh, no.
Can I say that I think you made the right decision?
So do I, gorgeous.
Ding dong.
But after tights went out of fashion, men started to wear trousers instead of tights, and women had to wear skirts. This means that men's legs were covered. Men's legs were kept warm. The trousers covered the man's legs and kept his legs warm. Now, when women didn't wear trousers, this meant that their legs were exposed to the elements. This meant that their legs were on show. The verb to expose means to make something visible, to show something. If you don't wear gloves in the wintertime, then your hands will be exposed to the cold, for example. Okay, so obviously, with a skirt, your legs will be exposed to the elements, to the climate, to the weather. If it's raining, your legs will get wet. If the wind is blowing, your legs will be cold because of the wind. If the sun is shining, then your legs will get sunburnt. In a skirt, your legs aren't covered, they're exposed, they're visible, and the weather can get at them. Okay, so what's the solution? Well, one solution is to wear trousers, to put on something which covers your legs. Okay, but we also have tights, things made of nylon or wool or cotton. I must admit, I don't really know what tights are made of. I know that there's some connection to nylon somewhere. I don't like nylon tights. I don't like the way nylon tights feel. But although my wife has got some nylon tights, she's also got other tights, thicker tights, winter tights. And these thicker tights are made of some other material. It doesn't feel like nylon. Anyway, This is one solution to the problem of cold legs when you're wearing a skirt. Wear tights. And now, logically, we come to the name. Tights are called tights because the noun has developed from the best adjective we can use to describe this piece of clothing. Which adjective am I talking about? Well, which one do you think? Which adjective would you use to describe tights? Well, yes. The perfect adjective is the adjective tight. If we use the adjective tight to describe a piece of clothing or fabric, then we mean that it's not loose, it's stretched over our skin. For example, so there's no slack. When we're talking about clothing, we use these two adjectives, these opposite adjectives, a lot of the time. If you want clothes that you can relax in, then you buy clothes which are loose. Clothes which are loose means that you can move freely in them. There is space in your clothes, space for you to move. Now, think about swimming. Think about the difference in what normal men wear when they go to the beach and what professional swimmers wear when they go swimming. Normal people wear loose shorts at the beach. This means that you can run and jump and swim and dive and play frisbee and you won't look stupid. But when professional swimmers swim, they wear very tight swimming trunks or swimming suits. They want the clothing, the material, the fabric to be very, very tight. They want their swimmies to be as close to their skin, as tight as possible. This means that they can move faster through the water. And so, tight. They wear tight swimming trunks. And we can see that they're tight. We can see that they're very close to the skin. We can see that there is no slack, that this garment is very tight. And it's the same with tights. They're called tights because we've taken the adjective tight and turned it into a noun. And because we're talking about something which covers your legs, and traditionally you have two legs, we've made it plural. Just like jeans and trousers and socks and pants. Anything which is connected to your legs automatically becomes plural in English. And we speak about a pair of whatever. Just as we have a pair of legs, we've got a pair of socks, a pair of pants, a pair of tights, a pair of trousers, a pair of jeans. So, tights, or a pair of tights. And now, things have come full circle. A long time ago, men wore tights. We know that. We saw the video. But then, men decided that tights weren't manly enough. Men decided that tights weren't masculine. Men decided that tights were girly. And so, tights went out of fashion for men. Men stopped wearing tights. Well, most men stopped wearing tights. A few strange men still wore tights. And so, we've come back to where we started. We've come full circle once again. But enough! Enough about your potentially sport-filled weekend. I know what you're all waiting for, and here they all are. Lizzie, Dory, Tim, John, and of course, Alfredo, who smells of cheese at the moment. Benchfields!
know you said it.
Aye. Fancy! DY. Oh, oh no.
we know about the Benchfield saga. We're all up to speed now. We know what the state of play is. We know, for example, that Lizzie thinks that there is something fishy going on between Tim and Eddie Finn, the local bad boy. Lizzie smells a rat. She doesn't know what they're up to, but she suspects that they're up to no good. She suspects that Eddie Finn is always up to no good. And, to be honest, I think that she's right. There is something, well, a bit dodgy about Eddie Finn. I don't think that he's on the level. I agree with Lizzie. I don't think that he can be trusted. Anyway, we don't have any proof that the two boys are up to something at the moment. It's just a feeling that we've got. And what are the family up to now? Yes, that's right. They're at the tills, aren't they? They're standing by one of the tills, by one of the checkouts. The place in the supermarket when you go when you want to pay for the things in your basket or trolley. The person who sits at the checkout or till is called a cashier. Cashier is just a word for someone who handles or touches money. So, a cashier could be someone working in a bank, or a shop, or a business. So, when you've got everything loaded into your trolley and basket, then you can go to the cashier. Sometimes you're lucky and you don't have to wait, but sometimes there are lots of people in front of you at the checkout, and so you have to join the end of the queue, the line of people waiting for the same thing. The same thing happens a lot in our lives, doesn't it? Whenever we go somewhere where there are a lot of people who want to do the same thing or buy the same thing, then a queue forms. A line of people develops, and each person who arrives has to take their place at the end of the line. They have to join the queue. It might be a queue to get a newspaper at the newsagents. It might be a queue to buy a train ticket at the station. There might be a queue in the canteen at lunchtime. You might have to queue to get onto the bus in the morning. But the Benchfields are lucky. They've spent so much time in the supermarket that most of the other customers have gone home. Well, that's good, isn't it? At least they don't have to wait. And with Alfredo stinking of smelly cheese, it's better for everyone if he goes home and has a shower as soon as possible. And that's what we're going to have to do now. Yes, I know, the end of the lesson has crept up on us, and now, almost without us noticing it, it's time for us to leave you. The lesson, that is, today's lesson, has come to an end, and it's time for me to leave you all. But don't worry, we'll be back on your screens in no time. Tomorrow afternoon, to be precise. So until then, relax and enjoy yourselves. Have some more coffee, or tea, or a soft drink, a bottle of fizzy pop. I'll see you all later, and we'll see how the Benchfields get on at the checkout. Remember the website, the one with the 3 Ks and some other letters too, www.mediaclick.hu. I'm Gav Duncan. I'm not, and let me repeat that, I'm not Bruce Wayne or Batman. See you later. Bye.